Today we'll talk about the Project Hive and why the Project Hive choose to implement the DAO mechanism, the DAO mechanism. Now, the initial idea of creating a decentralized autonomous organization DAO was to establish a fully functioning organization without the frills of the executive order that usually exists in a typical organization where a certain set or a certain amount or a certain number of stakeholders call the shots, with their higher investment capital and the rest. A DAO can help keep a network safe and optimal without the manual intermediaries and by its members, without having to go through some permissionless protocols before executing. And it's actually very autonomous to anyone in charge or anyone in there, in that it can give you a decision making right if you belong to a DAO or you're a member of a DAO. A DAO is an entity with no central leadership. Instead, decisions get made from the bottom up, governed by a community organized around a specific set of rules enforced on a blockchain. DAOs differ from traditional organizations, where a single leader council plans, committees, and executives make all decisions. In contrast, just like I said earlier about the decision making, but in contrast, a DAO uses a set of rules written in digital codes and enforced by a network of computers running shared software. In addition, a DAO is an organization managed by computer algorithms, so humans don't have direct control over it. No, yeah. So DAOs operate using smart contracts, chunks of code, and automatically execute whenever a criterion is met. Smart contracts are deployed on numerous blockchains. Nowadays, even Ethereum was the first to use them, to use the smart contracts. A DAO also ensures users' voting rights by investing in DAO. Users will get voting rights, just like I made mention earlier, to make decisions about the project. And users can use to validate or reject all financial all financing for projects that the organization will finance in the near future and even now. The Hive governance token. Project Hive believe that the governance play a crucial role in its project's successful development, and as a result, Hive governance token HGT is implemented to empower the community as much as possible. They wanted to create a pure decentralization in Project Hive governed by our community. Such an organization has no hierarchical structure. We can accomplish tasks and grow while being controlled by stakeholders via the HGT token. The lack of hierarchy means any stakeholder can put forward an innovative idea for the platform's growth. So one can earn this token to compete with other players in territory wars and the MMR ladders by playing the game too. The person holding the HGT token will get voting rights, which will be changed based on the percentage of the total number of tickets you own. And the tokens allow you to participate in particular events, the features and events in the Project Hive and GameFi. We initially start with a minimal number of events for which players could vote within the DAO ecosystem. The scope of the DAO will expand to other areas constantly based on the game development and stabilization of in-game economy. Foreseeing the future, Project Hive believe that the future of any organization will adopt DAO mechanism to make organization genuinely autonomous and solve the principal agent dilemma through community governance. DAOs have traction over the last few years and are fully incorporated into any blockchain project as it stands now. Many blockchain are adopting it because they see the future in it. It has become a clear concept that has been gaining traction. Project Hive is looking to achieve complete decentralization through the DAO model, and it's really, really a prospective and promising one, if you ask me. So Project Hive puts together all the pieces in Culminate in an autonomous, decentralized, data-driven, transparent organization to create a pure games